Okay guys, so as you will probably already know if you're interested in Incomeshares, that they have released 8 new ones. The one I'm going to focus on today is the Microstrategy one because I am bullish on Microstrategy and that's the one I want to actually invest in the most out of all the rest. It turns out that they actually do a cash secured put plus an equity strategy and not a covered call strategy. I think it would be absolutely nuts if you were to sell covered calls on Bitcoin treasuries or Bitcoin itself because obviously of the volatility, and I'm bullish Bitcoin, so I think it's just going to go up one way. So I don't really want the MSTR, the yield max fund, which has actually been added to Trading 212 and to the London Stock Exchange, so European investors can actually get exposure to that now. To dive into this ETP, you will find out they sell puts, which are 5% out of the money to 10% in the money. And this is good because in the money options are probably going to expire in the money more likely than the out the money ones. But the premiums that are generated from that are actually higher because obviously of the chance of being in the money. So if we have a look at the fact sheet, we will find out that this fund maintains a 25% direct stock exposure, so that there's obviously upside in the stock when it increases. The rest of that, the 75%, is going to be the cash that the fund holds so it can cover the puts. So if the puts finish in the money, to hold this ETP, you essentially have to be bullish on the underlying stock, which is Microstrategy in this case. And that is why I'm so interested in this ETP, because I'm bullish on Microstrategy. And if you're someone like me that thinks that the stock's just going to slowly increase over time, then you're going to generate monthly profits, no problem. So, and you're actually going to get the exposure to the stock as well. So that's why I think this is such a great ETP as well. It's 55% expense ratio, so it's not that much different than the rest, and it's actually not too bad at all. There's 2 tickers here, which are the pounds and the USD version. I just wanted to go over the MicroStrategy one because that's the one I'm going to be investing in the most. Actually, I probably won't even invest in the other ones at the moment. Obviously things can change, but the MicroStrategy one is definitely the go-to for me. So it's worked out well. I'm glad that they're doing cash secured puts just like they are on the Nasdaq one. Hopefully we'll see how the distributions are, because I know on MicroStrategy and Bitcoin the volatility has actually decreased a little bit compared to what it was previously. So obviously the price action doesn't change as much anyway, so the volatility is reduced. But because they're in the money puts as well, the distribution should be quite higher. And obviously you don't really want the puts to be finishing in the money, because then we got to purchase the stock at a higher price, so which will cause some NAV decay, and we don't want that. But obviously that's going to happen a bit at the time, or as we'll find out as time goes on. But I am bullish on MicroStrategy, so I think it's going to go up over long periods of time. So that's just what I want to do to generate some income, because I've got a massive stock allocation in MicroStrategy anyway, so I've already got more than 25%, if you know what I mean. But the fund itself just does 25%, as I'm getting a hybrid approach in, just so I can get some income monthly. So yeah, if anyone's got any questions or anything, or if they want to leave feedback or want to talk to me about this, because I'm obviously like learning about this stuff and want to talk more about it. But yeah, take care guys.